YouTube, what's going on? It's going to be a bit of a short video, this one really. I wasn't planning on doing any filming at all. I've come down the syndicate for a few days, just take a bit of a break from filming, but I've had to share it with you. It's turned into a mega session, absolute mega session. In hindsight, I should have started filming a bit more yesterday, but I just, like I say, I didn't want to. But I'm going to have to share it with you. Turned up on Monday, do a quiet session away from filming, just take a bit of me time. Bumped into one of the new members down here. Like, he says it's not done a fish, it's been struggling. Had a bit of a chat with him, nice chap. I've walked up the lake, seen bailiff, spike. I had a chat with him. He had one in the morning and one last weekend, and he said it's been fishing hard. As you do, I was having a bit of a scope around looking for him, and I seen a few fish showing in 7 as I was talking away. I've walked back down, and as I walked into 7, seen them bosh out, so I've decided to drop in there for the night. Got to the car, got my gear sorted, got into 7, creeped in as quietly as I can, and as I'm in there I can see this fish's back just going around, and it's like, it was like a whale, massive. It was just cruising, like nicely cruising around. So I've snuck in, I've got everything set up, got the rods out perfect, nice and quiet, and they just vanished. It's like they knew I was there straight away. And I was laid in the bivvy, and there's a crack, like a gap in the tree, tiny little gap, and I'm looking up the lake and I can see these fish in 9 boshing out on the far margin. I'm thinking I've made a mistake here. I should have gone. I should have moved up there. It's getting late, so it's getting dark. So well, we'll just see what happens. Stayed in 7 for the night. Ducks all over me. Nearly hung me on the bivvy door, running out to a screaming run, which turned out to be a duck picking up my bait and throwing it off the bar, because I was fishing a bar on either side. It's like 12-foot drop either side of this bar, so it picked it up and dropped it off. Realised what was going on, got back in bed in a bit of a mood, and it went again. My middle rod went, and it absolutely melted off. So I jumped out, knew it was a carp straight away, hit into it, reeled down. It felt a good lump, got it on. Took a few minutes to get in, it wiped my other rod out, and it's going absolutely mental. I'm thinking, what's the matter with it? But what it had done, it had gone around my line of my other rod, God knows how many times, and it was dragging it in. So I've just took the rod off the rest, opened the bail arm and let it drag the rest of it in, and as it came up, it just had a big mesh of, like a big bird's nest of line, and my other leg donking it in the face, and that's what was making it go absolutely ballistic. It didn't want to come in. Good 5-10 minutes I'm firing it in the margin, got it in nice and safe, nothing wrong with the fish, absolutely pristine. 24-10 common, beautiful fish. And laid there through the day. It starts to rain and it proper washout, and I'm laid there, like I say, looking through that tiny little gap in the bushes, and I see fish just crashing out at the back of 9 all day, and it had gone dead in 7 after that. I was thinking, it's a mistake. Why I should have moved. I should have moved first thing in the morning while there was a break, before it started raining. Anyway, it got to about 4 o'clock, break in the weather. That's it, packed everything up as quick as I could, bushed straight down to 9, got everything out, sorted. The dear old missus brought me a few bits down, went and met her at the gate. Very little action, because obviously it was piddling it down. I got absolutely drenched. So that night went uneventful, nothing at all. And I'd gone round the far margin. I went round, had a little look, and I could see the fish, because the water level was up a bit. It was about that far away from the bank, and really close in. So I've had a good scope around. I've got a little bait boat, so I had a good scope around all the margins, and I could see that way there's a bit of a branch, but this way there's a long line all the way under the bushes where I could go in. So I've took the bait boat in and got it right up tight against the bank, bumped the bank with the boat, let it come back a little bit, drop this rig, come back round. A couple of hours later it's gone. So hit into it, reeled down, got it in, didn't feel that great until I got it to the margin. It woke up. As soon as I got it into this near margin, it decided it wanted to wake up, and it's deep here. Average depth 16 foot. So obviously it kept diving down, got it in. It was a lovely little common, a 16.4. Yeah, 16.4, and I caught that on TB4 on bottom baits, because I noticed during the day, as my rigs was out there, it was going down to coloured hook baits, fruity smell ones. There was spooking away for it for some reason. I don't know why. There was just away from it. Didn't want nothing to do with it. So I've changed everything all back over to CB4 from core baits, bottom baits. Everything was bottom baits, match the hatch, brown baits, and I had that 16 on it. So buzzing. I thought nice one. And moves paid off. Absolutely made up with that. Got the rods back out, sent it back out, and it's getting dark at this point. I got it all perfect, bang on, bumped into the bank again, dropped the rig, boom, felt it down. Not even that deep, it's only a few foot down. I've gone to get the second rod out, and I've just got it under another bush, and it's probably about the same depth as well. Bumped into that bank, let that one go. My left hand rod starts bleeping. Well, it went spastic again. Felt it and was reeling it in, and it didn't feel like, oh, I'm just bringing it in. Got it to this near margin, and there's a massive great twig attached to my line. Oh no. And there's more line as well, because obviously it's picked up my other line that I've just put out as on its way in, and I thought I was going to lose it. I had to stop a minute, grab this stick, pull this stick to me, snap it, pull it all off the line, throw it all away, and then play it in while playing my other line, and it decides it wants to go another run. Wham, straight into my third rod. Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. I've got a massive ball of line from where I've had to bring all three in, and it's absolutely covered in line. Gets it in, starts snipping all this line away, checking the fish, making sure everything's alright. Not even touched, not harmed the fish at all. The fish is absolutely perfect. Nailed, banging the bottom lip with a rig. German rig, again, doing the do. And that's all I'm fishing at the minute. German rigs with bottom baits or hook baits from Northern Monkeys. Like I say, I went away from them and just fishing exactly the same match the hatch boilers from core bait CB4. Anyway, I gets this fishing, gets it on the mat, lifts it up, spins the scales to 26 pound common. Bang on the nose as well. Beautiful, stunning fish. All my photos are self-take, same as these videos. I do everything on my phone, by myself, unless I'm with Carl. He'll do a bit of filming, but he's not here at the moment. Not the greatest photo, I'm gonna give it that. It's because it's night time. I'm not a massive fan of nighttime shots, but yeah, like I say, 26 pound, beautiful fish. Put up a good account for it, son. So now I'm with no rods in the water at all. They're all dismantled. Quickly trying to get it all sorted back out. Get my first rig back out. Straight back over to that spot. Bump the bank, drop it. Nice one. Felt it. Put that back on the rest. Quickly got the second rod going. Straight back out onto the spot. A bit further up. Drop that. Well, bump the bank again. Drop that. Lovely. So a few hours later, it's about 4ish. Tearing run, absolute tearing run. Hit it again because it's a distance. It didn't feel like it just come in. As soon as I got it to this near margin, it decided, nah mate, not having none of it, and it went on a dance for a good 15 minutes. And I honestly thought it was every bit of a 30-pound fish. It was going under the boards. I was having to pull it back out to the trees. I didn't have an head torch on. It's pitch black. It's firing its way under a tree, dragging it back out, and it just pulling line on a tight clutch. It was going absolutely spastic. And like I say, I thought it was every bit of a 30-pound fish, but nah, I'm not bothered. Not when it looks like this. Absolute mint fish. I've had it twice now, a recapture, but it is an absolute pucker fish, and that was 23.14. I've got about 4 or 5 hours left. I'm gonna go home tonight. I'm mental for going home, I know I am, but I've got 2 days left off. I'm gonna spend some time with the family, back at work Saturday, and I don't want to be going back to work absolutely knackered, because I work on a gas plant and it's not ideal being tired on somewhere like that. But yeah, like I say, home today. It's been an absolute mega session, and all on German rigs. First one, like I say, Corbate's chops boilies with a Northern Monkeys wafter, and then I've changed it all over to CB4 bottom baits. So we've done the do. You can see the smile on my face. It's been an absolute blinding session, and I'm going to kick myself when I go home, because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to leave here and people are going to be straight down here looking for them spots where I've been fishing. I'm not going to get back into this peg for a while, and knowing my luck, they're going to get one of the 30s that I want out. There's 4 30s in here, and there's a stunning mirror called Ruby, and then there's a massive common, and I'm not sure if that one's named, but if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. And same goes for if somebody drops in here, finds the spots. If it happens for him, it happens for him, and well done to him. I'm not going to begrudge anyone for that. It's just been my own fault for leaving, really, won't it? But like I say, I've had a mega session, one of the best sessions I've ever had on here. I want to take a minute to say thank you for you all getting this far in the video. If you have made it this far, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.